Once again, we are on public affairs. We're talking about the pandemic crisis, and with us is Dr. Carlos Puente in an exclusive interview. I'd like to introduce him to you. He's an economic and political analyst, an international lawyer and economist. He was with the European Union, expert on EU affairs, a university professor, and a book author. We mentioned previously about the recession, how it would impact the economy of the world, also the United States, Europe, and Asia as well. Now, let us ask Dr. Puente. Dr. Puente, so what mainly are the big industries that will be affected? Of course, we know that small business owners will be affected, but what are the main industries and what are your predictions?
If we see the situation from the economic point of view, this pandemic will create a new scenario in the economy, in the global economy. In fact, we can see right now nowadays most companies that they can do, in fact, they are working using the teleworking system. So also students stop going to schools and universities, and they are using technologies to work from home. So can you see, in my opinion, there will, after this crisis will be over, when this crisis will be over, we will find a different situation. It will be a completely different panorama. I mean that the productive system will be completely changed. Maybe in the future, we will depend on new technologies. The presence of workers in their offices, in their working places, in the public or government offices, maybe it is not necessary to go there, or maybe only partially. So they will reschedule the timetable for working, but also it will happen in the same for students in universities, in high schools, and other levels. So it will be completely different. So we have to be ready to face this new panorama. The complete productive system will change, and aside, it's necessary that some industries have to diversify also the providers for some products to avoid that they collapse as it is happening right now, that the automobile sector is almost collapsing in some countries in Europe because they depend on import from China, for instance. So it's a completely revolution. It's a new revolution in the whole society. But of course, mainly a few sectors that they cannot use this revolutionary means. Well, they have to also renovate and also invented other means to work and to compete in the new future.
You mentioned in our previous interviews that there should be some major measures. I know you had been mentioning it right now, but what other immediate and major measures do you advise the world leaders implement?
Well, the first is to take care of people. Without people, there is not economy. Well, so this is first. The first step is to fight the virus pandemic. And it's necessary to isolate people. It is necessary to limit movements of people in the streets. But it is not necessary to stop the whole industrial activity, because if not, the whole world will collapse. and we will not be able to fight the pandemic. So we have to be selective, and first we have to provide help to those people that they cannot face by themselves the situation. Also, small companies that also they have problems because they are not big enough to fight as well. And well, also big corporations they will need in the future, I'm sure. But there is a priority to help the people in the street because they have to increase, they have to start consume after this crisis and to start the machine for the machine to start working again. The machine, I mean the economy. So this is the priority. The government must fight first the situation and afterwards to help the industry and other economic sectors.
We received an email question and says, people are so scared when they see the stocks tumbling down. Should people always be monitoring the stocks?
Around the world, all the stock market